Hi, my name is Tanya Aguiñiga, and I was very lucky to be selected as the juror for this year's Spring Open Call Show at the Erie Art Museum. And it was really amazing to get to spend time looking through 450, artworks that were submitted, all made by artists within a 250-mile radius of Erie, because I really wanted to see what was being made in this area, which I have never been to before. And I was really surprised at how much good art there was. And it was a very difficult process to get to, narrowing down from 450 to 75, 77 artists that pieces that ended up making the show. And it was a lot of works. There was a lot of photography, which was surprising. And a lot of pieces that were really, at least looking at them without reading the statements, seemed to be really just inspired by nature and by landscape. And then upon spending more time with them, it was really beautiful to learn that a lot of the pieces weren't just about nature, but they were also related to the human condition and talking about emotions, talking about environmental issues that we're all facing, really specific to this region. So it was a really beautiful way to, without ever coming here before, get a little insight as to, what are the things that artists are concerned with and talking about in this region. When I'm jurying works for shows and for, awards and stuff, I'm really looking for things that exemplify the overall feel of what was submitted. So thinking about, were there tons of pieces that were about natural disasters? Were there tons of works that were about COVID and isolation? So I really want to kind of figure out how to carve out that story based on, reading everybody's submissions and really thinking through what does this moment in time say for this region? And so I kind of start with that, trying to really capture, if there was tons of works that were submitted by emerging artists, then I try to have a representation that's big on emerging artists, so that it's not just people that usually get into shows, always getting into shows. So I try to, kind of balance it out with what's the large kind of emotional and time-based story that's being captured. And then having representation of the different mediums, the different types of, if I can tell that somebody is more established or if they're, more emerging, I like to balance that out. And then also just differences in thought, because if, everything is about fishing, that's not going to be the most interesting show. So I like to make sure that I also sprinkle in, diverse thought and medium and, themes that people are exploring. The hardest part was honestly that there was so much good work. So it was really amazing to get to see that there's so many artists working in art and in creative expression in, an area that, like I said, I'd never been to before. So I didn't know what to expect. And it was really remarkable, the quality of work and the amount of the quality work, which made it really difficult to pick, to narrow it down to the works that are here. But I think that in choosing the winners, it was also really hard because there's so much good work. But I tried to, really take into consideration what people were talking about in their statements. So also, not just seeing the work as being masterful for the way that it's executed, but also the intention that went into the work. So I'm just honored to get to be here and congratulations to everybody.